Okay, let's take a look at the menu of Final Fantasy VII. You can see it starts out with the same three things. The same things you saw in the last game. Item for items, Maho for magic, Sobi for equipment. You see all that up here. And then this time they bring status into the same menu, which probably makes sense. And we'll look in the status menu in a second. But we have some new things. We have, of course, status. Taike. If you look at the kanji for that, Tai is like a military unit, so it's like how your troops are aligned. They call it order, though, in English, so they kind of change the meaning of that a little bit, make it a bit shorter. We have limit, of course, for your limit break. This time, now games are starting to have configure options. And we have save to save the game. This time in the same menu. Okay, let's look at, if you notice all those translations, again, you could say equip, you could make it equipment, but most games seem to abbreviate it to equip, which seems fine. The only things that really changed the meaning in a meaningful way for this game was, I would say, order. But it's the basic same idea. Okay, so let's look at the status here. So we see a lot more stats in this game. Let me just move our words over. Here, we can look at all these stats. On the left, you can see quite a few stats, and these pretty much cover what you see in most JRPGs. So if you just watch this video, you should be pretty good. Let's scroll down to our stats here. Okay, first, the first layer. So the same as the last game, we have Chikara, strength. I believe the last game called it power. Those older games, they did shorter words often. Same basic idea. This game, for the first time, we have Subayasa. This is actually kind of a strange translation. In the English game, it's translated as dexterity, but it's really more a meaning of agility, like quickness. And so you'll see that was changed to agility in some of the later games we'll look at. A couple more stats here. We have Marioku, magic. Here, notice they say not Maho like the last game. Maho means magic. Again, we see this Ryoku. It's a suffix meaning power. It uses the same kanji for power here, Chikara. But when it becomes a suffix, it goes to Ryoku. So Marioku, Tairyoku. In other words, body power, magic power, or vitality magic. Again, we have Seiken, this time spirit. It was called will in the last game, a bit shorter. And here we have also luck. Alright, so let's keep looking at the rest of the stats here. This game has more stats than some of the newer games even that we see. Kind of stat heavy in this game. Some of the translations are kind of interesting as well. So let's take a look at the lower half of our stats here, and I also mentioned a couple of the things at the bottom here, weapons and accessories. But first, let's look at, again, every game we're going to see today, this is the most basic stat. Kogeki, attack. Every game we're looking at, pretty much every JRPG has this word in it, so learn this word. For some reason on Japanese Quest, we still haven't officially learned this word, added it to our power level. I don't know how. And this game, normally you just have attack and then defense. Of course we have both of those, but here we also added something different. We have accuracy, and not just accuracy, we also add something ritsu. Ritsu is a suffix that means percentage or rate, accuracy rate. So meichu ritsu for accuracy rate. They call it in the English translation attack percentage, which I think probably works fine. A bit simpler. And then by the same logic, we have Bogyoryoku. So we have defense power. Again, adding this thing this time. That's new, but not really needed. And then here we have evasion, kaihi. Some games have just evasion, just kaihi, but here again we're adding rate, so we have evasion rate, kaihi ritsu. Defense percentage. Then of course we have magic attack. Again we're adding kogeki to magic, maho kogeki, maho bogyo, so magic defense, magic attack, and then magic evasion to maho kaihi ritsu.